I became intrigued with making these little bath bomb babies, as I call them. And I want to show you how I did it because they have been super popular and oh so fun. Not only for kids, but I must admit, I use them myself. Now, I have a bath bomb press and I absolutely love it, so I considered buying the gumball size fixture for these mini bath bombs from the bath bomb press, but it was a whopping $215. So I turned to my 3D printer. Now, I can't take credit for making this model myself, and so I'm going to give credit where credit is due. I purchased this model from 3D Cults by a designer named Karsadi, and I'll go ahead and put the link in my description so that if you want to print this or you can purchase it yourself from Etsy, of course, then you too can have this model. I printed a couple of them. This is the one that I actually used to make these bath bomb babies, and the recipe I'll also put in the description. When I first started making this with my batter, I noticed that I was putting a little bit too much batter into the mold, and the results that I got, well, let's just say they varied from condom looking to something else I can't describe. So I learned that I needed to make my powder or my mixture just a little bit looser in the mold, and I also used a spatula to just kind of lightly level it off before I put the top on. Surprisingly, the top of this cavity mold was really easy to align. I didn't really have any trouble getting it on. I would say the biggest problem I had was figuring out how to press it. So I don't have a whole lot of upper body strength, but I did my best to come up with a pressing method. While the results came out pretty consistent and I was pretty pleased with them, I had to be a little gentle because as I took them out of the mold, some of them would fall apart. While this method did work, I realized that, wait a minute, I could actually maybe try this in my press and save my upper body, my very minimal upper body strength. And wouldn't you know, it worked out perfectly. I didn't even break the mold, and it made the bombs hard enough and compact enough that I could just move my process on a little bit faster. I did have one casualty, but one out of several hundred bombs is very successful. I really love the results. I used 3 flavors. The top is peach, the middle is watermelon, and the very bottom is honeydew melon.